Ask that question again, Jana.
What's a power hour?
So a power hour is one shot of beer a minute for an hour, which ends
Which
up being
ends,
about 6 tall boys.
What?
I didn't think it was that many.
Oh, it should be 4.
What do you mean? It's an ounce and a half as a shot.
60
So,
ounces.
Not the way I pour them.
huh?
It should be 1 ounce. Should be 60 ounces.
Oh no,
You got
that's
some.
not
You
how I
got
pour
some
it.
tall shot glasses.
So I'm drink. It's about 6 tall boys or 7.5 to 8 regular beers in an hour.
All right.
It's those super tall shot glasses. That's what does it for you.
Beavers. You know this one or Blue Ribbon? They weren't giving these away back in 1913 or whenever the fuck they. Sorry, even further than that, 1893. You had to earn them. What are you drinking, Duncan? Cider?
Liquor.
Oh boy,
I'm
you'll
having
be able to.
a nice rum toddy right now.
Mmm.
It's pretty good.
Well, that's fucked up in and of itself, I'd say.
Using a nice spiced syrup that Haley got me about a year
What
ago.
what defines a toddy, bartender?
Oh. Uh. Well, that's a good question. I only know them as basically hot water mixed with a liquor and usually honey, but you can put any sort of sweetener in there. And then
And lemon.
sometimes
So what's the difference between like a rum toddy and a hot toddy?
whiskey.
One, yeah, hot toddy's
Oh,
usually whiskey.
okay.
I don't have whiskey right now. I have rum. So
Hold on, let me just get the artist ready
I also
here.
prefer rum. I know
I don't,
that's
I don't,
sacrilege, but I'm from the Caribbean. I was born in Maryland, so
I don't think it's
I'm
sacrilege to
I'm
like
half
things that you
pirate.
like. Uh, yeah, I'm not a liquor drinker. I'll drink a shitload of beer, but I'm not a big liquor guy.
D&D episode 71 Farm Life. Not excited about that title. Ezra dons his straw hat.
What's wrong with farm life? I lived
Just
on a farm when
nervous.
I was a kid.
I'm just nervous
All right.
in general. When I drink, I get nervous.
Oh, sure. Oh, sure.
And then I
All right.
get brave. And then I get really polite.
And then, because of what it's like outside, at some point tonight, if you keep drinking, there will be a rendition of King Wenceslaw.
It could happen. It could happen
Mm-hmm.
tonight.
Mm-hmm. Jenna, you don't know the talent that Ezra has. He's been keeping hidden inside all this time. It's pretty amazing.
We we definitely should have gotten in trouble one of those times.
Yeah.
I was very loud.
Yeah. It was because it was a blizzard and everyone had their doors locked. And when a raving lunatic walks down your road at 2 o'clock in the morning screaming Christmas carols in February during a blizzard, you do not open the door.
Yeah. Yeah.
Not that that's what happened.
Be right back.
That's theory. Total, that, like I'm saying, hypothetically, if that were to happen. Well, this is how I want to start the stream with all my players missing. Dirk is currently trying to get out of a friend's driveway. He should be here at some point. I don't know where Galadis is. Let me text Galadis.
We don't have the sort of weather you guys are having. Normally, we
Normally it's the other way
get it
around.
right with you. Yeah.
And
Although when I went to buy my beer at like 6:45, the roads were turning into like slushy, icy junk. So
All right.
likely wouldn't be school tomorrow, even if it wasn't President's Day.
We have school tomorrow. Well, it's a 2-hour delay, actually.
You guys don't have President's Day off?
apparently not.
Not in these parts. We
It's a
don't even
bank
know what
holiday.
we don't even know what a president is.
I wish.
Um, Listen, I don't know where the artist is. This is the artist formerly known as Foxy Proxy, the real Foxy Proxy. But I gotta get rid of this. I just put it in my mouth. This cough drop's killing me. I apologize in advance. I may from time to time cough. I've been sick.
All right, what did I miss? Are we at the farm yet?
Now, first I thought we would look at this art because it's pretty great.
Do we have a guest?
Yeah,
talk
I
about
don't
the art?
know where. Maybe we should wait and see if the guests. I don't. The artist said they were going to be here, but they're not. So I don't know. Do you want to do a recap first and see if the artist shows up?
A recap. Okay, well, so far we've talked about the kinds of alcohol we like and how much we're going to drink this evening. And that pretty much catches us up to where we are right now.
Sure. Yeah, I'll do the recap from last episode.
We didn't do a whole lot.
Yeah, we really didn't.
We did we did very little. We
A lot of waffling.
really the only major thing we did was get Soppy to be our steward. So I think we're all comfortable that the castle is in semi-safe hands.
You may have saved his life also.
Yeah, but for selfish reasons.
Yeah, and I mean after he saved all of our lives, so.
That tracks. Yep. No. Oh wait. Wait. Foxy, you gonna hop in? See Foxy's in chat now, but not in voice. Foxy, you gonna hop in voice or what? We'll see. All right, yeah, that's not. So you did. All right, we'll get back to that in a second. Let's talk about this for a second. Look at this. All right, there's so many things that I really admire about this. In Discord, Foxy, you just hop into one of the voice channels, and I drag you down into our channel, our Discord channel.
Don't let Zorus drag you down. Once he starts, it never stops. Look at Ezra.
All right. I'm gonna should we give this person a name?
It's interesting. There's some soft Astarian vibes.
Yeah. God, I love so I like the way that the hair looks, and I like the color of the hair. I like this little detail up here with like the kind of cowlick that exists up there.
The crinkle in the nose is really nice.
Mm-hmm. The expression is excellent too. There's a lot of really great details about this that really make the oh, it has a name. Anweer Quisling. Am I saying that right, you think?
Where if only the rest of us could see the name.
It's in chat. It's in stream
Chat?
chat.
Stream chat.
Stream chat.
Oh, okay, Twitch chat, I presume. Google what those words mean. I know how this game goes. It's going to be something naughty.
Wait, so Foxy, are you not gonna hop in and chat with us? You good?
It's Welsh for liar.
Oh, I do love a good Welsh. A good Welshing. All right, okay, I have some questions for you. Do you think Anweer is wearing another glove that matches this one?
Nope.
Hey, Xenophobia.
Right. Does anyone want to take any guesses what Quisling means?
No, and she's only wearing, well, they are only wearing one shoe as well.
Oh my god, I sound like a lifelong smoker right now. I've got that smoker's laugh. It's just because I've been sick.
Also, are people's eyes that large in real life?
Mine
I feel like
aren't.
the eye takes up a
70 plus swoon-worthy Bridgerton-inspired baby names.
Whistling means traitor. So
Come
new
on, you gave it
collaboration
away.
rock
We were doing a
miner
whole guessing
country.
game thing.
Yeah, I think there was only one person playing, and he already knew the answer. So,
Uh, so is this person in fact a vampire?
I originally made her like a trying to remember the name, but it's like basically the species of elves that worship the Raven Queen. I just thought the
Drow?
thing nice. I think it was something else. It was called something else.
That'd be the Spider
The
Queen.
Dark Eye, I guess. She's a sorcerer.
Cool. And do they have exceptionally exaggerated canines, or did you then decide this thing looks like an elf but also could be a vampire?
Could be a fun mix of both.
Hmm.
also, is that one earring or 5 earrings?
The snake one, that's a whole cuff earring that loops throughout the ear.
How do you even get that in?
There are ways.
First, you got to feed the snake to
You
start like
No,
training.
you
it.
grow it on your
She's a
ear.
sorcerer, so she can easily manipulate metal to just maneuver through her ear and keep it there.
Oh, I guess that makes sense.
All right,
They
so
call her liar traitor.
they do call her liar traitor.
Not a real liar, but she is a real. All right.
I wonder what percentage of people, if they had sorcery, would use it for body modifications.
Oh, I would.
Yeah.
It's
I get
just a
that from the-
circle. It's just a circle. That Venn diagram is just a circle, though.
It's everyone? I don't know. Maybe. All right.
But I would only do it if it hurts at least twice as much as a tattoo hurts.
I would use it for the dumbest shit,
Like what?
like
Warming up your coffee?
yeah, or like
Bring your remote to you.
crushing a beer can when it's done. Like I would use it for the dumbest stuff. You know what I would do? I would use it to, instead of solving a Rubik's Cube, I would use it to rip the stickers off the Rubik's Cube and put them back on the
But
normal
you
way.
know how to solve a Rubik's Cube.
I know. That's why it's awesome.
I'd just suddenly screw with people. Make little inconveniences.
All right, so is this a character that you are playing or that you have in a game somewhere?
It's a character I have for D&D, one of the many I have not yet used. She's one who joins the party and is secretly the ex-wife of the BBEG and is planning to take over the BBEG's company, business, whatever they're doing, to take over that, and then betrays the party.
Wow. And does she
Gotta have a
kill
talk with the DM.
does she kill the bad guy at the end and take over his business? Or did she help the players kill the bad guy then take his stuff?
Is she
Yes.
free on Sunday nights from 8 to 11?
Maybe. But
Uh.
that would be like a secret from the party and even the players. I'd have to have a chat with the DM specifically when it comes to that. Like
I mean-
a little conspiring.
My players would automatically trust her. Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Look at they just nod. Yep, no, it tracks.
Yep, we absolutely would.
All right.
Liar traitor.
This thing is fantastic. I also really like. So I was saying I like the ear, the hair, cowlick sort of thing back there,
Mhm.
and then I like how the hair is kind of all over the place, and I like the colors. The expression is fantastic. It's really good. The only thing I'm sort of questioning is what's with the wallpaper. Where is she right now? Is she in a room somewhere?
You see, I am what you call terrible at drawing backgrounds. So I just found the wallpaper design and just splat it across the back.
Got it. Well, the character is amazing. I love it. And there's a lot of personality here. Which, there's probably more personality in this character portrait than in all of the characters in my game combined.
Okay.
All right, does anybody have any questions for Foxy? Oh, by the way, Foxy, where are they? Our stickers. Oh, they're in my bag. But all the players have stickers now. They've been showing them off every week. I'm not sure if you see that. But there just seems to be a magic moment where everybody's like, there's our stickers.
I
Yeah.
do love the design.
It's a
I'm
great
happy I
design.
made them.
Yeah, it's awesome.
And you can purchase them now. We have them for sale. We have 50 of them. First
Foxy,
come,
have we
first
asked
served.
you about your artistic reservoirs? Like what you go to for inspiration?
I mean, I could just be sitting down, staring at the wall, and I'm like, aha, eureka, I'll make that. I don't really have any definitive things.
Do you have a space that you can link where people can find your art?
I do have an Instagram.
You should put it in chat. And then people can come admire your art on the interwebs, which is a magical place, I hear.
Yes.
All right, anybody have any questions for Foxy? Foxy, you have any questions for us?
Not now, I guess.
Well, thanks for bringing us this character. This is, oh,
Eh,
hold on. Did I say it right? Is it
happy
Anweir?
Yeah.
I like that. Anweir.
Names should always have meanings, even if it's stupid.
You know, I couldn't agree more.
I do a stupid amount of research for names.
I do quite a bit for names that are important. For throwaway NPCs, not so much, but I think there's been a number of times when I've been like, oh, they're not even going to Google that. It is what it is. All right, Foxy, thanks for coming in, and thanks for giving us your art, sharing your art with us.
Yeah,
And
keep sending it in.
yeah,
Please.
No
that's gonna be
problem.
great. All right,
Best of luck not dying in the game.
thanks, Foxy.
That's
Stay in
not the
chat.
kind of luck I
Now,
want.
what is that supposed to mean exactly?
Yeah, yeah. Come on.
Butter can only save you so many times.
Mm.
And that number is
That's
infinite.
you, says Foxy Proxy.
We'll see how the dice roll, I guess.
You're gonna put that to the test.
Well, I don't. Infinity's not a number. We've talked about this.
Infinity is just an idea. Yep, I got it. All right, Foxy, thanks for popping in.
Thanks, Foxy Proxy.
Bye.
Speaking of dice, I'm pulling mine out of a bag right now.
Oh, son of a
I'm gonna use my D30 tonight. I don't know.
D30 for what?
I don't know yet. Probably damage when you fuck something up.
Oh,
That's a man can dream.
oh boy.
We're supposed to be at full hit points, right?
In life?
No,
I don't think
God.
we've had combat since we took a full rest or long rest. So, yeah, I think you're good.
All right, so okay, what are we, children?
No, we're doing a power hour. If you think that was the last one you're going to hear in the next 30 minutes, you're out of your mind.
All right, so to finish the recap of stuff that happened, this is the disjointed session. I love it.
Stuff that didn't happen.
The stuff that didn't happen last night. So the end of the session, I was like, "Hey, what do you guys want to do?" And you're like, "I don't know." And I was like, "Oh my God, the phone's ringing. It's for you. It's quest time." And you guys were like,
Yeah. So we did end up striking a deal with Cassius. I can't remember their names. It's this. He was a alliterative C. Carlton Cassimian. Go ahead, Zoris. What was his name?
I don't want to say anymore.
No,
Did you
you
write it
had
down,
it.
Ezra?
Carlton Simeon.
It's
I'll
Kalis.
find it. It's
hey,
Kalis
it's
Claudii.
Kalis. Yes.
Kalis Claudii.
I'm so happy.
So he's the head of like the farmer faction, and we completely botched trying to set up a deal with him to bring us food the first time we talked to him. But luckily, we talked to him again, and he was going to send his niece with food in exchange for us going to help him help. I think there were disappearing farmers.
And their
I
families.
can't remember. And their families.
Yeah,
So
if
we're going
only
to
there
go
was a
investigate
document
that.
you could look at.
And so we're going to do that. And then at the end, we ran into his niece at night. She was suspicious of us, her caravan, but she let us come in and sit down. And enjoy the fire. And I can't remember. I'm sure we heard a noise at the end of the session.
Yep.
It's vague, but I'm sure we heard a noise.
Well,
That's
you're
it, yeah.
missing kind of a
Those are-
really important part here.
We told her one of her people was undead and she killed them in like a badass way.
Yeah, she really didn't want to trust us because we were just, I mean, a bunch of scumbags walking out of the woodwork. Like, I
For
mean, I
yourself.
wouldn't trust me. Come on, look at me. Yeah, and then the book was talking to Ezra, saying that there was a message somewhere nearby, and so we had another one of those clutch paladin moments where Owen was like, "Hey, are any of these guys dead?" And God was like, "Yeah, that one is." And we told Lady Kamenia, and she fucking murked the guy. Like, she really killed him. And then he turned into a demon zombie. Well, a dead demon zombie. A deadman zombie.
Is
Yeah.
that what happened?
So, just to follow through on the description a little bit, when the man dies, he turns into like a. If you imagine the sort of. Okay, have you seen The Last of Us, the HBO series? If not, or the video game, they're zombies, but they're like fungal zombies. That's kind of like what this guy turned into.
Fungi zombies too, not just
No,
fungi zombies.
super fun. Yeah, super fun. The funnest. That's sort of what he turned into. And then, writhing death because she cut his head off. And yeah, that's it, right? That was pretty much the end. You are welcome, she says, to sleep, to pitch your tents near their fire. She drags the corpse of this guy into the fire and like stokes it.
That's too bad. I wanted to search for that message that allegedly was nearby. But
Does it smell like stroganoff?
No. Do you know what stroganoff smells like?
I don't.
Okay.
It smells like mushrooms. What do you mean?
Yeah, okay. Yes, it does sort of smell like mushrooms, I guess.
Burning mushrooms?
I will. Zerwin will say I'll take watch, the first watch, because I don't know that we can trust these people either. So if people want to sleep, I will take the first watch.
Put Owen on second watch, Dirk on third watch.
Fine. Some of her people are also going to watch. She has guards. No
Yeah.
offense, they don't trust you either.
Yeah.
I already said I'm not trustworthy.
She asks where you're going because she's delivering grain to your city.
Didn't we tell her?
I can't remember if you did or not. Did you tell her?
I think we did. I think we told her, and it was weird that she was still suspicious because we had details that.
Yeah, I'm pretty
Like
sure
only
we
her
told her
uncle
because I
could
had to
do
try to
this.
pronounce it. We're going to San Kielhu.
Yes, we did tell her.
To investigate the disappearances there.
Correct.
Yep, yeah, to give her uncle a little aid, if you know what I mean.
I'll tell you ahead of time, there are no signs of struggle. I've investigated some of the houses myself. It's like they just walked out. Good luck with that one. I don't envy your position. I spent a whole day in one of those farmsteads trying to figure out what the fuck happened. I didn't find shit. Well, unless there's something else I can do for you tonight.
Did we give her details of who to talk to? I can't remember.
You basically just said you have a steward, which is Sappy.
Yeah, so let's give her just a quick brief on meet with Soppy. He'll negotiate. And, we'll see in the morning.
I'm pretty sure my uncle has already suggested this. If not, he's going to, but you should put in an official request for aid
The Empire?
to the Emperor. Yes. You won't
Wink.
get it, but that's not the point.
What is the point?
The point is to she's sort of like, you know what? Never mind. And she goes to her. She's like, I'm gonna head to bed.
It might be decorum. Decorum might be the point. Keeping up appearances or demonstrating that the Emperor isn't going to help when we ask.
Well, they used to call me Mr. Decorum back in
Political stuff.
back in grade school. They used
Oh
to call
man,
me
that
Mr.
nickname's
Decorum.
sticking. Zerwin, Mr. Decorum, last name. I can't remember your last name.
Grumpleforged.
Knew it began with yeah. Grumple
All
makes
right.
sense. Bedtime. Long rest. Long rest all around.
Long rests all around. With 6 of you, you could split up your shifts into really short. Have like an hour and 15-minute shifts.
Yeah, we should probably do that.
No, I mean, if we just give it to the people who aren't here, then I can sleep the whole night.
All right. The crew that you're camping around / with gets going early in the morning. You're sort of the geography where you are now is foothills. It's fairly heavily wooded, but it's sort of rolling hills. It's not big steep hills. The mountains are off to your left, which is west mostly, as you continue up the road. You did the thing where you rented fast horses, and in the morning your horses are ready to go. So by noon the next day, you can get to the town that you are trying to get to. Let me just pull it up on Owlbear Rodeo. First of all, if there was an Owlbear Rodeo, I would not go.
Why not? Sunday, Sunday, Sunday.
Because I think owlbears are terrifying.
Owlbear Rodeo. Kids tickets only $5.
Sunday.
Racing.
All right, there it is.
Grave digger.
Here, I'll share my screen here.
All right, so the river that's in... Yeah, that's it. The river that this town is on obviously goes straight into the mountains, right? So you have all of these I'm pointing with my hand. You guys can't see. Let me use my pointer.
Zerwin, if you had an owlbear, what would you name it?
Hooger.
Okay. So all of the areas on either side of the river, the sort of river plain, the mountains bring down this glacial overflow, and the river floods every spring, and then it recedes, and then there's these super, fertile fields on either side of the river where it's very flat. It's a very wide river valley, and it goes straight up into the mountains, almost straight. The town itself is very small normally, but you're getting close to harvest season. So the town has quadrupled in size. Where normally there might be 300 to 400 people living here, there's closer to 1,200 people here now. And there are boats, and it is loud, and so there are docks, and the docks are completely crammed full. There is a lot of people yelling. There are farmers yelling. There are merchants yelling. There are, farm hands yelling. There are people bustling everywhere. There's all of these temporary sort of markets, stalls along the road near the river where people are just like hawking all sorts of crazed things that you have never heard of before. Special egg openers, like super efficient grass cutters, like just all sorts of like weird shit that maybe, you know, a farmer having just been paid for his yearly harvest might be like, "Oh, I can afford to drop a couple dollars for this nice present for my wife on the way home." Um, or things like that. A lot of the stuff is like snake oil stuff as well. There's literal snake oil.
Heracles Honey Lover.
Excuse me?
Zerwin didn't ask what I would name my owl bear, so I figured I would just tell him.
Yeah, that's great. No. Jana, you want to play too, or are you good? You want to wait?
Todd.
Todd, yes, very good. All right. This is the scene as you enter it. There's also like wagon loads of stuff being put onto barges, flat-bottomed barges, and they're sort of being, pulled around. Sorry, Pole and Pulled, and sort of maneuvered and docked, et cetera, et cetera. It's very busy. The earliest crops are exactly what you'd expect them to be. Um, you've got all of your green things basically are being harvested right now. And then it looks like hay is also being shipped out. But the big grain like wheat and corn isn't quite ready yet. You also pass a bunch of pumpkin fields on the way. Who doesn't love a good pumpkin?
Mm.
What? Mm.
I've met a lot of pumpkins that can get fucked. That's all I'm saying.
What kind of pumpkins are we talking
not-
like?
Not proper fucked.
Right.
Improper fucked.
Well, we do have a whole episode about farm life right now, so I guess that fits. So,
You guys having fun yet?
I'm having a fucking blast.
All right. Yeah, we're gonna make our way into the town, and do you guys just want to ask around, or should we like go try to talk to the person in charge?
Oh, I was gonna go check out those egg splitters.
Go on.
We don't have time. You're right. We should try to find somebody who's somewhat in charge.
oh boy, it doesn't look like anyone is in charge right now.
Okay.
It is chaos.
Where's the biggest building?
Biggest building is probably the warehouse. That's where most of the wagons are going into.
Is there a market anywhere?
I just described like
I was gonna say you mean the one he just described?
that one. But no,
Is-
there isn't like a
Oh, the other one. The other one.
Ezra sidles up to a market stall.
Hey, hello friend.
Oh,
How
hi.
are you today?
These are great looking pumpkins you got here.
God,
I don't sell pumpkins, sir. I
I
do
wish
sell
I'll-
pumpkin carvers though.
I wish Uncle Aha was here selling his wares Just-
Uh.
randomly. That would have been great.
Hi. We're from out of town. We're new in town.
Would you like a
and,
pumpkin carver? It's almost pumpkin carving season, young man. And how many
Pump-
pumpkin carvers do you have?
What do you do with it?
None.
Carve a pumpkin, sir. And this one right here, he pulls out one that's like pointed and serrated. This one is one of my special models. Look how flexible this blade is. But you could carve anything with a pumpkin in this thing. And sturdy. Great steel. Fantastic steel. A full tang. You know how much you love a good full tang.
Why
And-
would anyone carve a pumpkin?
What do you mean? It's part of the tradition to scare away the evil spirits.
What evil spirits?
Sir, do you not know about evil spirits? There are some evil spirits only a pumpkin can keep you safe from.
We do this kind of thing year round where I'm from. We're actually here on work business.
Work
We
business? What do you do, sir?
we're problem solvers.
We work for the Department of Redundancy Department.
We're problem solvers. We're here on behalf of Kalis. What's the name already? Nope, Claudia. And we have heard word that there have been some disappearances, people going missing, families going missing.
Do you have
in and
anything to do
about
with that?
town. We're here to investigate. We're here to solve that problem. As
I
I
ask.
said, we are
Well, it wasn't me.
problem solvers.
Yeah, You know what might help you solve this problem?
Don't say
Go
it.
on.
A
pumpkin
pumpkin
carver.
carver.
Yeah,
This one
I'll-
right here
I'll-
is my largest model.
I'll
He's got
buy a
like-
half dozen if you can tell me what I need to know.
Well, how much gold do we have?
Yes, I absolutely. What would you like to know?
So, when was the most recent disappearance?
I mean, a couple of days ago.
Are his pumpkin carvers like just laid out on a table in front of us?
It's just fucking knives. He's literally selling used knives.
I know. Are they on the table in front of us?
I also-
Oh yeah, there's a bunch of them.
Can I do an insight check to see if he has any idea what he's talking about in terms of the disappearances?
Sure.
I'm gonna. Can I roll a sleight of hand to try to pocket one?
23.
Sure. No, he has no idea what the fuck you're talking about. He's probably been here for a couple of days.
Oh, in town in general?
Yes.
Okay.
I rolled an 11.
He slaps the back of your hand, and you drop the knife back on the thing. That,
What?
sir, is a Model 17 pumpkin carver, and it costs half a gold piece.
I
Did you
can't
talk-
look at it.
No, not with your hands. I see what's going on here.
Well, how
You
am
have
I
a
supposed
tender
to
with
know?
you.
Wait a minute. How am I supposed to know if it's gonna fit ergonomically with the way I cut? You've never seen me carve a pumpkin.
You didn't even know what the pumpkin carving was for a few minutes ago.
I still don't know because you haven't explained it to me.
I did. It's about scaring away the evil fucking spirits.
What am I supposed to carve it into what? Am I eating it?
If you'd like, I would suggest something scary to scare away you know what? Do you
I
want
pull
one
out
of
my
these
axe.
carvers?
I pull my axe out. I go, this is pretty fucking scary, isn't it?
It's that is a pumpkin smasher, sir.
Thank
That is
you.
a pumpkin
I put it
obliterator.
back. So now explain to me what I need a pumpkin carver for.
Carve it into something scary.
I would say because that pumpkin smasher is not going to be able to do the detailed fine work that this one here is, and he pulls out like a little boot knife. Think about
I don't
that.
think there's any way that I could carve a pumpkin into the way that Zerwin smells after a night of drinking.
Who's there one?
Oh, the dwarf. Okay, hey, when you first set up shop here, it sounds like you're probably not from around here. When you first set up shop here, did you have to talk to anyone to get this stall or this space?
I own this stall. I guess I talked to Bob,
Yeah.
the guy in the next stall. Leans over. Hey, you guys want pumpkin holders?
I hate it here.
Now we're talking. Now what am I going to do with a pumpkin holder?
You hold the pumpkins. He's
Just
like
for like walking around?
no,
Is it like
he's
a
like
pumpkin born?
selling little like table stands
Oh.
that are like decorated. It's like a
Oh.
little thing that goes on a table that holds a pumpkin. It's all just like tchotchkes and bullshit. There's like 50 of them or 60 of them.
So this first guy, not Bob, first guy. You didn't have to like rent this space or anything like that. You just set up wherever you found room.
He looks around. Sir, I'm on a patch of dirt near a dirt road.
Yeah, but this is like a farmer's market. You know, usually
It's
you have to
not.
like register your space so that it goes on the big map at the entrance where all the yuppies come in.
There was a map? Sir,
Probably
there's no
not.
entrance here. We're standing on the side of a road.
All right,
Are we the yuppies?
I think so. We're actually the spicy oranges.
Let's go to the fucking warehouse.
Yeah, okay, Jesus.
I heard they're selling pumpkin carvers and pumpkin holders for half of what you're selling them
There's
for.
That's not
Closer to
true.
the
That is a
warehouse. It is
lie.
true.
That is a lie.
Well,
I
we'll
have
see.
been
Because
around. Don't listen to
no,
him, everybody. I have the finest pumpkin carvers. Sir, would you like a pumpkin carver?
listen, I'm gonna throw out there that the one thing that I want most from my TTRPGs is to feel even more lost and engrossed in futility than I do in my everyday life. So thank you, Bill.
welcome to the spicy oranges.
Yeah, that's how we do around here. The warehouse is the biggest building around, and it's where all of the
Farmers are taking their shit? No
Yes.
way.
Yeah. So it's essentially like a giant, middle storage area. All the farmers' wagons are coming in one side, and all of the wagons going to the barges are coming out the other side.
There's got to be like some kind of registration or like, a place where people are filtering through so that they know where to put their, in Zerwin's words, shit.
Yeah. No, there's a big, there's a huge long series of tables, and there's a bunch of people at each one of these tables. And the farmers just seem to know who to go to speak to them. But when they're getting these tables, they're signing ledgers, they're haggling, they're, having people come out to the wagons and look at them. It's a whole big process. But there are, I would say, at least 100 people in here right now. And they all seem to know exactly what they're doing, which is going to the tables, writing things down on ledgers. It's all the farmers. It seems like all of the people for the barges, all of the merchants and shipment people are coming in through the back, and they have a different process.
Are any of the tables open when we get there? Like we could walk right up.
I mean, you could theoretically walk up to any of them, but all of them have people at them right now.
Okay. Well,
Um,
I'm out of ideas.
so at each table, so for example, the first table that you hear or that you come to, you can hear them talking, and it's basically just a conversation about um, like this is what the rate is this year, right? This is what it's going for. All right, that's fine, but I know there's a different rate for quality product and for middle product and for low product. I'm telling you right now, I have high quality product. Like my corn is the finest corn, etc., whatever. And they're sort of haggling back and forth. And after a few minutes, they seem to agree on a price. They shake hands, they write it down on a ledger, and then someone goes out to the wagons, and presumably they get paid at some point for all this. There's a lot of farmers standing around just waiting, or having just come from the tables, seem to be in a very good mood because they just got paid.
We're gonna talk to one of the farmers that seems like he's in a good mood, or she or they are in a good mood.
Sure.
Hey, pardon us. Could we just ask you a few questions? Talk to you for a minute.
Absolutely. There's a frost-haired woman wearing her finest overalls and her work boots.
Awesome. My name's Ezra. These are my colleagues, the Spicy Oranges.
Human woman?
Human woman.
We're here on behalf of Kalis Claudii. We have heard word that there have been disappearances lately, individuals and farm families that have gone missing.
You come from the head of the families.
Yeah.
That's a big name to be thrown around.
Yeah, we're here to try to solve, to try to deal with this problem. It sounds horrifying. Families disappearing, people disappearing.
Yeah.
We have some experience solving this kind of problem at somewhere else that we were in the past, so we have some ideas of how to handle it.
Well, it hasn't happened near me, but I know where you're talking about.
Okay.
Up in the mountains.
Okay.
Yeah.
So like real frontiers folk.
Yeah, up by the riverheads.
Okay.
There's a bunch of feeder streams as you get close to the mountains, and they're called the riverheads. Each one is just big enough where they meet the river to float a little barge down, and that's how most of the homesteads get their stuff downriver. But I'll tell you, It's been grim. There's maybe half as much this year as there was last year from the Riverheads.
Okay. Is there if I wanted to ask around here, would it make more sense to talk to the merch then, since they're dealing with the barges and the river?
Ask what?
See if we can get some more information before we head up toward the mountains.
Hold on a second. Oh, there it is. You see that tall guy right there?
Yeah.
He's from up by the Riverheads.
Okay.
Name is John.
Well, good talk to John. Hey, thank you so much.
What are they growing up in the mountains?
It's
High
not.
country barley.
It's not actually the mountains. It's the foothills. It's just the steeper foothills near the edge of the mountains.
They're growing their Coors Light up there.
Just
What are they growing?
just to give, yeah, I'll get there. Just to give you like a sort of visual cue, these aren't like Adirondacks or Appalachian Mountains where you sort of have these forever hills that slowly bleed into these like low mountains. These are like it's like river valleys and then flat irons, right? Like these are dramatic, stick out like giant rocks that stick out of the ground.
To use a naughty word, a Teton.
Yes.
Or a range of Tetons.
Easy.
I would say the Grand Tetons if I were that kind of person, but I'm not.
Are they grand or are they great? I've never been.
They're both actually.
Okay.
Yeah. They're quite large, I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
Some of the biggest Tetons I've ever seen.
That was good, Duncan. Way to tell everybody you've never seen tits.
All
right.
So moving on. What do they grow there? In the river valleys, they can grow almost everything we can grow here, and there's a few, with a few exceptions. There's a few things they grow that we can't. There's a special brand of wheat that they grow there, which only likes to reach full maturity if it has seen a frost. And they experience it earlier up there than we do. They also send down stuff that we can't really grow here, like the blueberries don't grow well down here, but they have tons of blueberries up there. Just an example. Anyway, speak to John.
Thank
And
you.
tell him not to waste any more money on the goddamn tents out there. It's all crap.
Oh, I don't know. Did you see the pumpkin carvers and pumpkin holders?
You mean the knives and tables? I saw
Wait a
them.
minute.
You have a good day.
I gotta mutter under my breath. The uncultured fucking swine that fucking work up here.
Listen, guys, I only just heard it, but I got to tell you, the knives and tables is a lot better name than the spicy oranges. All right. Hey, hi, John. Sorry to bother you. Do you mind if we ask you a few questions, talk to you for a minute?
John is like 6'8" and kind of very thin. And he's like, he's got very blonde hair that is starting to go white, and a big bushy beard and like a kind of a big grin. Hi.
Hi, John. I'm Ezra. Nice to meet you.
And you, sir. He shakes your hand. Gosh, you're a little fella.
Yeah, I get that a lot. Understand that you are from up near the headwaters of the river?
Yes, the Riverheads.
The Riverheads. So, we are here on behalf of name
Kalis.
Kalis Claudii. We
The big
understand
man
that.
himself sent you.
Yeah, we're here to try to help out with the disappearances, try to figure out what's going on with that and solve it.
You know, most of the heads of the family, I think, and I mean this with all due respect, I think can go stick their head in the sand. They are
All right.
just not real kind people. But that Kalis, he's a good man. I would gladly give him a beer if I saw him out sometime.
Ooh,
We'll
you
let
have
him
beer?
know.
I don't have a beer now, but I'm going to get paid soon, and then I might buy a beer.
Where?
Yeah.
Wait, they sell beer here?
Or they do. They sell kegs here. I usually buy one and bring it home. It lasts me all year.
Where?
Where what?
Where can I buy a keg? I need a nap.
Uh, around down by the and he like he points to this. He seems to be stuttering now that you're like maybe feeling a little guilty. He's not sure. You said nap. That threw him off a little bit. He like points down towards like bulk supplies area.
I'll find it.
Is
Yeah.
so if we were gonna head up that way, would we be able to do so on horseback? We have these horses with us. You might have seen them. We're just dragging them along behind us here.
No, you actually turned them in when you got here because you did the thing where
See.
you rented them.
That was
So
a
it's like,
test, John.
I don't know if
We
you've
don't
seen
have
our
any
horses. We paid extra for these ones.
and now they're gone.
Dirk, just to fill you in, you have reached the small town and they are currently questioning a farmer about what's happening with the disappearances. John is very tall.
And we have heard that the disappearances are happening up in the mountains near the waterheads.
Riverheads?
Riverheads. So, sure, I mean, if you want
Rivers are made out of waters.
They don't. They also don't like to be called riverheads. So, just
what?
That's what John called them.
I know, but that's because John knows a couple of them. They don't like it.
All right. We're going up to
Very
to where the rivers start to narrow because they're closer to their source.
Is it my turn again?
No. Yeah.
I'll wait.
I shouldn't have said no. I shouldn't chide you.
I'll wait. Okay. John says, if you want the fastest way to get up the river, it's probably to rent some horses from the. Anyway, you rent them by the day, and then you can ride right up the river. You could also take a barge up with a farmer who is returning home. Be a lot slower because you're going up river. Or you could walk. The roads are pretty safe and
What?
busy this time of year. Sorry, what'd you say?
Nothing.
Do you happen to know where the most recent disappearance was?
The most recent, I'm not sure, but I can tell you which one I think is the gosh darn saddest.
Hear it.
He looks kind of away. I knew the Millers my whole life. There was little Sarah and Timmy. They're both gone with their parents. Even their Nana is gone. Whole family just disappeared. It's the weirdest thing. I went to go check on them. We hadn't heard anything in gosh darn near 2 weeks. I got to the house. It was like they just walked out. There was no. He looks around. There was no sign of anything bad. There was still food on the table.
Does anybody hunt up in that area?
Oh, sure. Yeah.
Did anyone try to track them?
Oh, gosh, yes.
And
Well, that seemed to walk right towards the river, and then it got real hard to track them from there. Like they didn't want to be followed, or like they turned into fish and swam away.
Are there any plants near this river?
Sure, yeah, there's all sorts of plants around.
Ezra, I think these guys turned into fish. We're looking
I
at
was
a
going to
merman.
say,
We're looking at a merman situation here.
this reminds me a lot of what happened on Kryn, and so I'm pretty sure that it's Draconians that took this family away.
I give Dirk a dirty look because I've already forgotten what Draconians are different than Dragonborn.
I am not going through this with you again.
What? I didn't say
All right.
anything.
Look, if you don't treat me with respect, I am not going to have any conversations with any water lilies today.
Water lilies are probably more of a pond and lake type thing, right?
You know what I mean. You know what? I'm not talking to anything. I'm not talking to anybody.
You're right. I'm sorry, Dirk. You're the expert on the plants.
You understand the spirit of the comment, but you don't respect it.
You're right. I need to work on respect, Ezra. Respect.
John
Lots of
says, "Is
words
there
and
anything else I
experiences of other
can
people matter?
do you for, friends?"
I think we're gonna be heading up that way. We might walk since that's the cheapest option.
Is there a place to buy any overalls like you guys are all wearing?
Oh, sure. Now's the best time of year to buy them too, because there's all sorts of different sizes and colors.
As opposed to other times of year when there's no
Yes.
sizes or colors?
Well, after the harvest time, they'll just keep in stock what they have, and when they sell out, you gotta wait till next year.
Makes sense.
Things
What
go
other
down.
colors do they sell overalls in?
Oh gosh, there's brown and
Taupe?
yellow
Taupe.
ish, and a kind of
Ochre?
like a tree bark, maybe.
It's like
Sienna.
a tawny.
I saw blue ones once.
Fawn.
Them's are fancy.
Anything in purple? Like a vibrant
Gosh,
royal insectoid purple.
that would be expensive.
I'd
I
like
got
to see
one.
some in aubergine.
It's too dull.
Oh wait, no, that was the kill word. I didn't say that. Jana, you didn't snap into action. That was the kill word, and nothing
Immediately-
happened.
Immediately, Jenna kills this person.
All right. Yeah, you guys want to walk up into the mountains? That sounds fun.
Let's get some horses. I don't want to walk into the fucking mountains. No.
We'll have Owen.
I
pay.
walked out of the mountains once. I don't want to fucking walk back in.
All right. Okay. We'll rent. What do you think? You want to rent horses for 3 days?
Owen, who's
We-
probably the poorest person in the party.
He is. He's definitely the poorest. I'll pay.
No, what do you mean?
So
We're not.
if you're not, so just to be clear, if you're not taking them on the like Pony Express highway, and you're just renting them for the day, it's a lot cheaper. Because they're assuming that you're not running them as hard as you can until you get to the next station.
I mean, we're probably gonna need to rent them for what? You guys think like 3 days, 4?
Yeah, how long does it take to get there? Can we get there in a day?
Yeah, about a day.
I think my guess is we'll get up into the area around nightfall, and then
3
be up
days is
there.
good.
And then hear a fucking weird noise before we go to bed? Yeah,
Yeah,
I
yeah,
think
yeah,
you're right.
yeah.
Is
And
there
we'll-
like a spillover charge? Like if we rent 3 days, when you come back 3.5 days, is it?
Yeah, if we
late-
put
are
an
there late
extra
fees?
couple 100 miles on it.
Yeah, it's the mileage.
Also, Ezra's only 24. Can he legally rent a horse?
How do you know how old I am?
Sorry, so you're gonna have to have an adult sign for that. It's 1
He's
gold per.
78.
Listen, I'm fine buying a keg and taking a barge up the goddamn river. You do not have to twist my arm.
Zerwin wants to fucking pleasure barge up this quest you're taking right now.
Wait,
Alright.
there was a pleasure barge option.
Or you could
there
we
kinda
would
is.
barge back with a farmer.
Why are we?
And
not
what
doing
could be more pleasurable than that, Dirk?
And the farmer's gonna be in a good mood because he just like made a deal. So
It's one.
horses. How much for the horses?
Are you trying to get some action from this farmer there, Ezra?
It's 1 gold per horse per week.
Per
Oh my
week?
God! And there's 6 of us.
Good lord.
All right, I'm
We
going
might as
to-
well each get a couple extra horses.
Yeah, I'm gonna buy this horse.
Like, you cannot buy them.
Why not?
Because...
How many weeks is this horse expected to live?
Dark.
Question. That's a good question.
There's 6 of us. There's 6 of us, right?
That is
Yes.
actually my first question when inspecting a horse to rent: is how long is this horse expected to live?
10 more years.
I can afford it.
I got it. I got the 6 gold. It's out of my. It's done. We have 6 horses. Does anyone want to do anything else while we're here? Please say no.
We
No.
swing by the beer tent.
Sure.
These
Sure.
horses-
We're
You.
not gonna get overalls.
You did
No, I'm
ask
not gonna buy
about
it.
the overalls.
I did, but I'm not gonna buy them. They didn't have purple.
Well, he doesn't know.
Are you trying to blend in with your own hair?
Just trying to blend in general with purple overalls. Let's run over to the beer tent. Do they only?
It might work.
What are they selling over there?
Okay, hold on. It's not a beer tent. Okay, it's a place right now all the farmers are buying in bulk. So it's like, here is a year's worth of salt, which you can't get here, right?
I don't need salt.
I get it. I'm just saying. There is a bunch of bulk supplies. You can buy a keg here, but it is an actual keg.
Do we need another horse?
You will
There's
need
no-
another horse.
There's nobody selling like, quarter kegs that'll fit on the back of my horse.
Not here. There is an inn in town. You can try the inn if you'd like.
Let's
Why
hit
don't we
the inn.
just get another horse for the beer?
No,
The
let's
inn
hit
is
the inn.
sure. The inn is called the Rapid Current. And
See, Ezra, if we didn't go to the inn, Bill wouldn't have been able to give us the clever name he gave us for the inn.
and it's spelled current like the little berries.
I was gonna say it's like a pun.
Yeah.
You would think it's like the river current, but it's actually the berry because it's a farming town. Yeah, it's good. It's good, Bill.
Thank you.
Somebody Google current, see if there's a hidden meaning that Bill wants us to find.
There it is. And what's the etymology of current?
That's,
Yeah, what happens when a blackberry is fast?
that's pretty good. I like that. All right. It's actually slamming right now. It's their busiest time of year. There are easily 75 people in here. It is just about lunchtime, and they are serving much of lunch to everybody. Y'all hungry?
Yes.
That's what someone says when you walk in. Y'all hungry?
Yeah, what's the special today?
Trout.
Delicious.
That sounds good. I'll have that. Also potatoes.
Absolutely. Served with fingerling potatoes.
Yeah, okay, but I want them extra crispy.
You got it.
Okay.
They also bring you a very pale beer. It's almost clear.
Didn't even order this. That's great.
Comes with the meal.
Is the alcohol content the same as a pale beer?
It's like an American lager. It's very weak alcohol. Yeah. It's like drinking a Coors Light.
Like they're trying to hydrate us.
All right. Oh, can I do a perception check? See if there's any interesting folks we should talk to in here.
You're gonna have to give me more parameters than interesting folk. What are you looking for?
You know what? Hey, Owen.
Yes.
Can you do that weird shit you do where you see if there's anybody who's untoward in this building?
Yes. Someone look up the radius of that for me. Actually, I don't think it matters. Good idea, he says. And then he concentrates for a moment and he says, no, there is no one nearby.
All right. Then can I do a perception check to see if anybody was looking at us more than the average bar goer? Was anyone like overly concerned with us coming in?
You are drawing a lot. Listen, almost everyone in here is human. There's some half elves. So when a dwarf, a kender, a halfling, they don't have a lot of like racial variance in the farmers around here. So you're drawing interest.
But
it's
they're
not-
farmers and they're usually polite, I assume, so that they're not like staring at us.
That is true.
Can I do a perception check to see if anyone is just fucking eyeballing the shit out of us?
Yeah, sure. It's also not malicious. It's more just like, are these guys starting a farm somewhere? Where's their farmstead? What are they farming?
I only rolled an 11, so I'm probably not going to get anything.
No, I don't get much. But the people on the table next to you lean over. There's like an elderly couple. They're in their like mid-60s. And the woman leans over and she says, "Are you all headed up to the miller's place?"
We are indeed.
Oh, I was really sad to hear about them. They seemed like nice people. What are you all going to be farming there? It's a shame to see a farm like that go to waste, so I'm glad someone's going to take it over so quickly.
We're farming justice.
Clues.
I'm not sure I follow your meaning.
We're
Do you
not
know-
actually taking over the farm. We're working on establishing the causes of the disappearance. And
Did you know the
real
Millers?
cause.
Oh, That's good news. I did not know the Millers. No. My husband knew. Well, he just grunts at you. Yeah.
What were they like?
Pretty good. Yep.
Where do you think they went?
I don't know. Just disappeared, I guess.
You heard they walk towards the water there.
No? Is that right?
Yeah, walk towards the water. It's pretty crazy.
Yeah. Shame. Knew their
Footprints just
grandpa
sitting-
did.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
What about the grandpa?
Died 10 years ago. Good guy. Liked him.
What do you do?
Farmer?
Oh,
He gives you a look like, not sure what you mean there, pal.
well, he just seems like an interesting guy.
Yeah. Yep.
Interesting family.
Always had the place clean.
Clean. It's
Yep.
important.
Yep.
That's good.
Yeah.
Do you want to come to the Miller's place?
Oh gosh.
Yeah,
Don't
with us.
don't think so.
No?
Nope. We're done. Gave the farm to our son.
Oh.
Headed to the city.
Did
City,
the neighbors around the Millers, are they all still there?
Oh, the wife speaks again. Well, I know Big John stopped by here today. He was around somewhere. You should talk to him if you have questions.
We did.
He's a nice man.
Yeah, I really liked his overalls.
Oh, I know he has a heck of a time finding overalls to fit him.
So does Ezra.
Hmm.
I
True.
point to Ezra.
Oh, they make kids
Haven't
ones
found a
that'll
single
fit you
pair.
just perfectly.
I haven't found them.
Oh, I outfitted my son in some that would fit you just like a glove.
What were the Millers farming up there?
Oh, the usual stuffs.
Sorry, we're not from around here. What's the usual stuff?
Oh, they had some cows, and they had some berries, and they had some red wheat.
Did they have any vampire ducks?
Sorry,
Space chick.
I don't. What?
Fine. It's different crops, probably not from around here.
Yeah, well, we're gonna head up there.
All right then.
Anything you could tell us about the area we should know about?
Oh, it's
Anything to
really
avoid?
nice. The Riverheads are beautiful country. You should.
What else is up there? Are there any caves or anything up there in the?
I wouldn't know about that.
Really?
only
I
ever
had
went
you
up there-
pegged for a cave diver.
Oh, hey, jeez. Gosh, no. I can bake some pretty good muffins, though.
Do you know anybody who likes to go down in the caves then?
I don't know if there are caves.
Oh man, me neither.
Maybe up in the mountains.
Yeah.
I don't go up there, though.
Yeah.
I heard that there's bad things in the mountains.
Like caves?
Like caves?
Do you know anyone who does like going in the mountains?
Well, sure. I mean, sometimes the Riverheadians, they go up there.
Uh-huh. And it's okay to call them that?
You might have just broken her brain.
Wait, what are Riverheadians?
The people who live the Riverheads?
Oh,
Oh, it's not just a clever name then.
Sure.
well,
sure.
enjoy your meal.
Yep.
Enjoy
Okay, then.
retirement.
They turn back as she starts eating her trout. Oh, they seem nice. Yep.
All right. Ezra, who should we talk to in here?
Ezra
You
looks
find-
around.
Are there any obvious like non-humans walking around?
There's some half elves.
Do they look like farmers?
They do, in fact, look like farmers. Tell you what, everybody make me a perception check. I can see you really want there to be something here, so
Natural 20, 26 total.
I rolled another 11. I think my dice are weighted.
you had a critical
What are they waiting
success,
for?
Ezra?
I did.
Dirty 20.
Dirty
Sir got
21.
21.
Okay. I'll tell you what. One of the half elves is not dressed like a farmer, and he's sitting with another half elf who's not dressed like a farmer. The two of them, in fact, are dressed much more like rangers would be.
Ezra, let's get out of here.
Dirk, those look like your people. Are you good? Do you want to go talk?
All right.
You know, rangers.
Do you?
After I scarf my food, I make my way up to the bar to try to negotiate a quarter keg with the bartender. You guys go, do your thing.
If I turned to Zerwin every time somebody tried to kill somebody else and said, "That seems like your people,"
I
He
think.
would probably be like, "You're right."
Yeah, I think I would probably nod along with that.
and-
Or if anyone who reeked
I'm
of
gonna go
beer
talk-
and butter,
I'm gonna talk-
Zerwin, that looks like your people.
That guy reeks of beer and butter. Where?
I'm already walking towards the elves.
I'll
I'm
go with
nose blind to it at this point, so you'll have to point him out to me.
That guy smells like your people.
Mm.
Nobody smells like us.
Oh boy.
All
I
right.
just walk up and I go, "Hey, gentlemen, you enjoying the range?"
They look up at you. They kind of give you the elevator eyes. You want to sit?
Well, I do like sitting. Is there space for my tail here?
They the one that's so
I can tuck it between my legs.
They
but
kick
it's
it-
all-
Of course you will.
they kick a chair out to you.
The spicy oranges love to point out their differences.
Thank you. Are you saying that to the bartender right now?
Me? No. Saying it to the stream.
It's one of the things that we do. Gentlemen, it's so good to see a fellow kindred spirit in craft. How is it going? What brings you to here?
We don't have a monopoly. If you want to give guided tours, we just ask that you tell us where you're going so we don't go there.
I don't give tours. I don't have people skills. I am just here. I'm here with friends. We're gonna go investigate a disappearance, potentially a murder. We like to solve crimes and occasionally kill gods. But I just wanted to check and see how things were going with you while you're here.
They give each other a look, and then they say, the one who is talking says, "You need a guide."
We don't mind guides if you know the way.
Oh, we know the ways. We know all the ways.
You know the ways. I like the
And-
way that you say that when you say it. I like yeah, no, that's good. He sounds confident. Ezra's
standing right next to you.
Yeah, I walked
I
up with
still- I
you.
still
I'm
say-
right down here.
looked over your head and yelled.
I still say it that way when Ezra's nearby.
Yep. Okay. You pretty much yell because he's short and you're sitting down. You pretty much yell right in his face.
Which is why I do it. Should we
Sure.
give these guys money to take us to a place that we know faster?
I think we can probably find our way. It's just upriver.
What do they know about like cool branches and stuff?
Of trees or of the river?
Yeah.
I mean, that's pretty convincing. What do you want to ask them what they charge?
You guys know any cool branches?
We know the cool branches.
No, see?
I don't like the way that they said that.
Yeah.
Said that.
When I sat down here, I was like, these guys look like branch knowers.
Your friend wants to know what the services are. It is our busiest time of year, so prices are a little up, but it depends on what you want. Do you just want to go hunting in the mountains? Do you want to go hiking in the mountains? Do you want to summit? Because the window on summiting is starting to get smaller.
No, we're just trying to get to where are we going? The Millers?
The farm with the disappeared family?
Yeah, you
Yeah.
know the Millers. You know everywhere, right? You know the branches and the Millers. We're trying to get to the Millers.
Why?
Because I told you we solve crimes and kill gods. Do you listen?
Your people skills are showing.
Yeah, exactly. I told you I don't have them.
That's very clear.
There you go. Do you want money?
Do they know the caves?
Oh, do you? Yeah, that's a good point. That's a good point. Friends entered into the negotiations. And feel free to counter offer. Do you know the caves?
Guys, I made those caves up. We don't know that they're caves.
So I'm
There are several cave
Negotiate
systems.
against yourself, no, Zerwin.
There are several cave systems that we're aware of. I wouldn't advise going into any of them, but we know where they are, yes.
Because of the demons.
What?
Are there demons?
I fucking hope not.
Me too.
All right,
Okay.
I finished my negotiations with the bartender. I've got a quarter keg coming with us of this bullshit beer.
How much does it cost for you to take us on the quickest route to the Millers?
Zoris, just let me know how much you want me to pay for it.
The bartender is happy to sell you a quarter keg of this watered down swill that he serves the tourists this time of year for
Terrible. You didn't
20
ask for
gold
anything?
pieces.
20 gold.
Yep.
You just got a horse.
Yeah, well, I'll
Can I
pay it.
ask a question? Never mind. I'm gonna talk to the Rangers. We had heard rumors that people thought that maybe giants were dragging away the families into caves in the mountains.
Mm-hmm.
There's no giants here. At least not on this side of the mountain. Maybe
Okay.
in the Feywild.
What do you think happened to the families?
We don't know, but it's bad for business.
Yeah. Well,
We were actually
hopefully,
thinking if this season doesn't get better, then this might be our last year.
where do you think it would go?
South, probably.
You haven't tried to like track or find any information about like where these people went? Just like,
Oh, what's the name of the tall guy? John. Yeah, John. He paid
Yeah.
us to track the Millers. The footsteps went right to the river.
right to the river. Yeah.
And then they just vanished.
Yeah, they either got in a boat or they walked up or downstream a long ways.
And you didn't happen to notice big giant footsteps next to them.
Mermaids.
Or fin tracks?
Do you know any? So the Millers seems like the most prominent family to disappear recently. Have there been a lot of disappearances?
They were the furthest downstream.
Okay.
But yes, there's been, I believe, 7 families
Over what span of time?
since last year.
Okay. This time last year?
Yeah, roughly. A little before this, maybe a year and a month.
Okay. Yeah, we're gonna go up there and we're gonna see if we can keep business running for you, but you guys don't have to go south.
We can show you the quickest way upriver if you have horses.
We do.
Again, they give each other a look. We would do this for free if you promise to to listen to us on the way about where to go and when to go there.
Yikes.
We can do that.
Wait, why did you?
There
Well,
are
I guess
there are hunting and fishing spots that we are very protective of. We don't want anyone tromping through there.
Zerwin.
can I
What are you hunting fish for up around here?
Whatever people want. Usually the people pay the most for the moose and the bear.
Makes sense. Look, all I'm
Interesting
saying is
fish.
there's
Sometimes
some
wolves.
sawgrass up there that I really need to talk to, so we should go.
You're a plant whisperer, eh? All right.
Yeah.
Well, when do you want to leave?
I
Now.
think we just wrapped up lunch, so we should be good to go.
Yeah.
Derwin,
Okay.
did you get your keg? Your
Yeah, we're
table
ready to
keg?
go.
Mini keg?
Yep.
All right.
Zerwin, we have water.
All right.
Never be careful.
Okay. The half elves get on their own horses, which are smaller than yours, the ones that you rented, and kind of like more pony-ish. These ones look like they can go up and down mountains with more relative ease. They're sort of stouter and hardier than the horses you are riding, which are built for speed.
Guys, how
Um,
much bigger do horses get? These ones are a lot bigger than the ones we used to get out here. I don't know how I'm gonna climb this one.
They are very tall, these horses.
Owen, can you give me a hand?
Oh,
Please?
yes, of course, absolutely. Would you like me to, well, you know what, just, and then he lifts you up and puts you on the horse.
All right, well done. Tally ho, as they say.
I'm just standing right there and I go, why did you make that noise?
What noise? He hops on his
Oh,
horse. Okay. Hold on one second. Okay, you know what, Dirk, you came in a little late. I want you to roll me actually roll me any die. Just tell me what die it is, and then what number you get.
oh, this is a D8.
Okay?
It's a good one.
I got a 1.
Okay. All right. The Rangers take you through. It is going to take you basically 24 hours to get up to the Riverheads. It would have taken you closer to 2 days. These guys do know their shit. Dirk, as a ranger, these guys do know their shit. It's clear that they have spent a lot of time in these foothills and mountains. They know every little in and out. And you know they're happy to share information with you as they go along. If you are interested in plant identification or species identification or things you can eat or not eat, they don't actually know you're a ranger. So they're just like, oh yeah, you see those berries there? You can eat those ones, and don't eat those ones because they'll give you the shits.
Oh boy.
Yeah. That night, they have brought you to a place where there is like a rock ledge overhang, not a cave, but just like an overhang, where there's this big curved boulder, and it gives you like a U-shaped shelter, and there's a fire pit that's been used 1,000 times, and it's a natural wind block. They have some fire, and then they kill some rabbits, and you have a delicious roasted rabbit and some sort of root vegetable stew. It's very good. Zerwin, do you tap your keg?
I tapped it on the ride up here. I was gonna say it's half gone by the time we get to camp.
They, if you offer them a mug of your beer, they will accept.
I do.
They tell a few stories. It comes out that they are siblings, these two guys. And they did sort of grow up in the mountains. They say that they're from the borderlands between the Feywild and the Empire, and that their father was an emperor's man, and their mother was of the wild, and they lived. Their home is still on the borderlands. um, After they have a beer, and they tell a couple stories about growing up and the sort of shenanigans they had growing up. They offer you all a little like thimbleful of this dark liquid.
Sounds good to me.
What's this? I ask them.
It's a special family homebrew made from berries.
Is it
You're
liquor?
gonna give us visions?
Maybe. It's probably just gonna get you drunk.
I drink it.
It basically tastes like like an herbal blueberry liquor. Very potent though.
Like,
Everybody who drinks it, say aye.
aye,
No, Jana?
Aye.
totally.
Okay.
Say we're about to get robbed, by the way.
Janice knows thieves.
It does get you pretty tipsy, but in like a really pleasant, kind of mild way, and you feel it's like a little bit of THC, a little bit of alcohol combination going on there. So you guys all feel just delightful. And once you get in that nice happy space, the two half elves one of them breaks out a lute, and one of them breaks out a like little drum, and they start like playing music.
Oz dude can shred.
Jenna, your friends are a little stoned maybe.
Ah,
And their music, because you're a little stoned, is really good.
oh,
Like really good.
I don't usually like loot shit. I don't. I gotta be straight with you. I usually fucking hate loots and the people who play them. I'm gonna be straight with you. But this, what you're doing, you're changing my mind. This is so good. I'm saying this while they're playing, just talking at them while they're playing music. You guys, do you just play this good all the time? It sounds so Ezra, doesn't it sound so good when they play it? Ezra,
The most beautiful thing I've heard since I left home.
isn't it so good? I told you I don't like loots or loot players at all.
How many
It
have you
sounds
met?
so good.
Zerwin already fell asleep.
Zerwin's slightly snoring.
I'm just kicking him. Zerwin.
Ah,
Zerwin.
what?
Zerwin, listen to the loots. It's so
The
good.
fuck's a loot?
That guy, he's a loot.
Oh god, Dirk, shut up.
He's so good.
All
I
right.
can't sleep. You're always sleeping.
When the song is over, the two of them crawl into their bedrolls, wrap
I
themselves
try
up.
to spoon one of them.
No. They're like, hey,
Then you got kicked out of camp.
you got the wrong idea, buddy. You seem very nice.
Sorry. Ezra, they were so good.
The best. Just tip top.
They didn't spoon me. I understand.
Owen takes the first watch. He wakes you up, Jana, for the second watch. and
Yeah.
Tells you to wake someone up for third watch, your choice.
Okay.
The second watch goes by unperturbed. Who are you gonna wake up for the third watch?
Who seemed the least drunk when we went to bed?
Gelidus.
Gelidus. All right, I'll wake up Gelidus.
Okay. Gelidus wakes up for third watch. And sunrise. The two rangers get up probably like 15 minutes before sunrise, and they stoke the fire, and they have some leftover stew that they warm up, and everybody gets some like kind of hard biscuits that you like sort of scoop up the leftover stew with, and then they offer you some jerky, and then you get on the road. By mid-morning, you've come you're going steadily, slowly uphill, by the way, right? But it's a very gradual incline as the river valley sort of, you can see it goes. You can see on the map what it looks like. As you reach the sort of, do you see where the dotted lines intersect with the river there? Yeah. That's roughly where you get to mid-morning.
Up here?
What? Oh, hold on.
There's so many dotted lines that hit the river.
Nope, that's not towards the mountains. See where I'm waving my thing?
Yeah, where's the river end? Here?
That's
So
the
we went
spot.
down. We went downriver.
That's upriver. San
The,
Quilhay is downriver from where you are now.
the river flows northeast into that lake.
Correct.
Oh, okay. It gets bigger as it goes closer to the lake.
Correct.
Got it.
Yes. So once you get about there, that's roughly just past that is where the Millers are. You've made excellent time, and they show you to the Miller's place, and there's another family there right now cleaning things up. They look somber.
Hello.
One of the men comes out to speak to you. It looks like there's about 6 or 7 people here. Can we help you, friends?
We're just on our way to make some inquiries into the Miller incident. Just passing through. Just wanted to let you know our names are the Spicy Oranges collectively. And if you have any information about what may or may not have happened to the family, we'd be happy to hear it. Not happy. Happy's the wrong word, but we would love to, not love to. It would be helpful to hear anything that you might have to say or not say.
Sorry, did you know the Millers?
No, we're not from here.
We're investigating the disappearances. We're trying to solve them and figure out what might have happened
We're trustworthy strangers.
and try to prevent anybody else from disappearing.
Well, I'm sorry, there's not much I can tell you about what happened here. I don't know anything new. You're welcome to come look around. We already tried to hire the trackers, but well, the tracks just went to the river, they say.
How long ago did they disappear?
Must have been 2.5 weeks now.
Did anything else strange or out of the ordinary happen around that time?
Not that I can recall.
How close to the river are we?
You're very close to the river, maybe a couple 100 yards.
Like their farm is built essentially on the river.
So it's built on a. Okay, I didn't probably explain this very well. So the feeder stream that goes. That's why it's a river head, because the river from here splits
Yeah.
into 50 or 60 feeder streams. They have one feeder stream that goes right by their farm, and it's just deep enough by their farm for them to load a little flat barge and drift it down to where it meets the river.
Does
Did the
any
Millers have a boat?
Sure, yeah.
Is it gone?
No.
was there any does anyone have any idea if they might have disappeared overnight or during the daytime?
You could ask John. He's their closest neighbor.
Okay. Yeah, I
We're
think
actually
we might have beaten him back up here. We saw him in town.
we're actually distant cousins. We're not from here either.
You and I are?
If you actually say that, he gets real cranky.
No. Oh, well, we're always pleased to make the acquaintance of family members. When was the last full moon?
I don't know.
Okay. Well, any other questions from our from the oranges?
I think I just need to speak to the plants.
I mean, did you want to do that right here?
Well, I want to go down to where the footprints ended, the trackers found.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Ask them what happened.
All right. They take you down there.
First,
There's
witness.
a big old willow tree on the side of the river.
Yeah, I'm talking to that thing.
Before you start talking, can I do a investigation check to see if I could see like exactly where they went in the river, and
been-
or were they alone?
It's been 2.5 weeks.
Oh, okay. So no.
Yeah.
Oh, I gotta call this on myself. Speak with plants. I can only ask them about events of the past day.
All right.
I can ask them if anything has happened in the last day.
What about animals? Can you speak with animals about stuff that was longer ago?
Let's see.
Probably a pretty similar limit.
Probably not. I'm going to guess animals have a much longer memory than most plants do.
Yeah, it doesn't mention a limit on that.
Do you want
So I can cast speak with plants to just see if there are any animals around, or I can just you do a perception check for animals.
No, so they have cattle. They have cows. They have dairy cows. Remember
Can
that
the
was
cows
mentioned.
see? Can we see the river, the place where they went into the water? Hypothetically, can the cows see that?
No.
Yeah.
But they can
Are
see
they-
the farmhouse and the creek, the feeder stream.
Right.
that should be good enough. If they could see, if they saw or heard anything strange or out of place, and then noticed the family walking away or something like that. I'm gonna
Right.
go
I
refill
mean,
my drink, but go for it. Go
okay.
for it, Dirk.
I mean, do we want to look for animal? Okay, that's fine. Let's do cows. All right,
Let's
I'm
go
gonna cast
ahead.
speak with animals. I'm gonna talk with some cows.
I mean, you could, if you want to look for animals near the river, you could do that too.
I mean, I was just gonna go check to see and maybe use a perception check to see if there are any animals that seem like they are not highly mobile, but like might have a nest or something
Go ahead, roll a perception.
visible for that in that area. All right, that's a 17.
Yeah, there is both a squirrel's nest and a bird's nest of some sort in this big willow tree.
All right, so I'm gonna cast speak with animals, and I'm gonna talk with both of them.
Who are you gonna call for? You're gonna try to call out the squirrel or the bird? You could see the bird's nest. There's no bird in it right now. You can try to call the squirrel's nest if you'd like.
Yeah, I'm gonna call the squirrel's nest.
Okay. Hold on. Okay. Yes, a gray squirrel comes sprinting down. Yeah, let's go.
Hello. We are doing a little bit of an investigation on the area, and we wanted to check in
A what?
on anything. An investigation. It means that we're looking for stuff like
I look for stuff all the time.
information.
Yeah. I use my nose.
Yeah,
Can you smell it?
exactly. Totally 100%. You can use your nose to smell things. I totally know that you can. So here's what I want to know. I want to know if, like a little while ago, some people walked down into the water. Did you hear about some people walking into the water recently, sometime in like last couple weeks?
Yeah. I remember the people walking in the water. Yep.
Yeah, you saw them walking into the water.
Yeah,
Did you
walking in
see
the
it?
water.
Did you see it?
I
Did you
did. Saw it.
see
Yep.
it?
I saw it. Yep.
Oh, that's amazing. Okay, so here's what I need you to do. I
Yep.
need you to go through your thoughts. I need you to just like think about it real quick, and I need you to just like go over those thoughts like one at a time, just like real fast, but then real slow, and then think about it, and then think about the details, and then tell me each one of those details as they come forward into your thoughts, and then use your words to tell me what they are.
People, water,
Yep.
walking. Lots of
And go.
people,
People.
walking into the water.
Did they just walk in? They just walked.
People walked in the water. That's why I remember it was weird. It was really weird. People don't do that sort of thing.
Yeah, exactly. They just walked into the
They
water.
walked in the
So they
water.
didn't. Was there anybody weird with them? And just like other like people that didn't know them?
All the people are weird. You're weird.
Yeah, I'm totally weird. I'm also not people, but thank you.
You're definitely people.
Uh,
You
anyway,
look like
so here's what
Predator,
we're gonna
actually.
do. So they just walked in. They just
gonna
walked
eat
in
me?
until their heads. Did their heads go underneath?
No?
No, their heads did not go underneath.
No, they swam.
They swam. Okay, so they just swam.
Yeah.
Did you see what direction they swam to?
Upstream.
Upstream. They swam upstream.
Swam upstream.
That way?
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Did you see how far they went?
No?
Did they get out of the water? Sorry, what's your name?
Harris?
Harris. Do I have anything like cheese on me?
Sure.
Yeah, so I take some cheese. I give it to Harris.
What
thank
the
you very
fuck is
much.
that?
This is cheese.
It
no, Harris.
smells amazing.
Yeah, no, Harris. Have you not done this before?
No, what is this? Give this to me. Okay, what do I do with
Harris.
it? Can
Hold
I eat
on.
it? Can I
Hold
eat
on.
it? Can
I
I
don't
wear
want
it?
over.
Can I wear it then
I
eat it?
don't want. Harris, I need you to stall. Real set. Look, this is an important experience, but it doesn't happen very often. This is the first time you're having cheese, and it may be the only time you have cheese. So don't do this too fast. Patty. Over here. Over here. There you go. Okay, Harris, I got a little bit of more cheese for you. I'm gonna be honest with you. I got a little bit more for you. But I'm gonna need some more animals that I can speak to in the next 1 minute. Can you get me more animals? You're on the clock now. 1,
Don't talk to the birds.
Two.
Those guys are fucking assholes.
3. Are they here? 4.
You don't even see any birds here.
They're not even real.
Harris turns around and runs back up the tree.
All right, no more cheese for Harris. I don't know how much of that you guys heard. But they just got into the water and they swam upstream, according to the squirrel, and he seemed really honest.
That's
Did
great.
did our guys leave?
The Rangers?
Yeah.
They're still chatting with the family.
Let's go see. Let's go ask them what's upstream from here.
More riverheads.
Um,
This is the southernmost family that has disappeared. Sorry, not the southernmost. The downstream, the most downstream family that's disappeared.
So where's the most northern family that's disappeared?
The furthest upstream family's disappeared.
Yeah.
You'll have to keep walking upstream to find out.
The
Was
Rangers
anybody-
know?
Did the
Rangers-
squirrel say? Sorry.
There's a lot of farmsteads around here. There's a lot. The Rangers don't spend time at them because that's not what they do. They will occasionally stop by one.
Talk to the people at the farm.
They're all
So how does
from
this work? So there's a bunch of different riverheads that all flow into the same creek that then flow down into this big river.
No, so there are, let's say there's 50 because it's a round number. There's 50 feeder streams that feed into this river. Each one of them could have 1, 2, or 3 farmsteads on it, depending on how big that particular feeder stream is.
Right. So we have to figure out which families are missing, track it up the streams, and then find as far up a feeder stream as we can, then explore the origins of those feeder streams, because I guarantee you those feeder streams are going to take us to wherever these people are swimming.
Actually, you know what? I'm going to roll something here. Okay. The ranger that does most of the talking says, we've actually heard report of some extra wolf activity. We were going to bring some clients there to hunt them, but they're around one of the farms, not far from here. maybe another couple hours ride. If you guys want to head there and investigate it, if it's best case scenario, it's a family who has got some problem with wolves.
Is it
Worse-
upstream?
It's upstream.
Yeah, let's go there.
I wanted to, Kyle, I heard you ask, or Dirk, I heard you ask, if there were anybody weird. And of course the squirrel was like, well, everybody's weird. But were there any other humans outside of the family that were with them when they went into the river? Did we get any sense of that?
It was just the squirrel seemed to think it was just the normal group of people, and they just went in the water, started swimming, went upstream.
Okay. Did we ask what time of day it was, or if he heard or saw anything else out of the ordinary?
Yeah, he said no. It was not a time of day.
So how fast is this stream running from where we are?
It's not that fast. They're pretty wide, shallow streams.
So a child could swim upriver?
In the river itself, I mean, if it's a kid that grew up by the river, probably for a little ways.
Can we ask the family like how many people were in the family? Like how many people went missing and who they were?
5, 2 adults, 3 children.
How old were the children?
The youngest was 3.
So if the fucking 3-year-old swam up that river, well, I guess he could have held on.
Yeah, the family might have helped the youngest one. I mean, we don't know if
It's
there's
a solid question.
Yeah. It's not enough for us to kind of really. It's helpful that we know that they swam. That
Listen,
it
I'm not a
seems
good
like nobody
swimmer.
else was with
I can
them.
fucking outswim a 3-year-old. Does it look like a river I could swim up myself?
For a little ways, but
No way
swimming,
to know unless we try. Go, get in.
swimming upstream is hard. It's tiring even for good swimmers. Even if it's a slow current. This one's a slow. I mean, yeah, it's picking up because you're getting in higher elevation, but it's a relatively slow current.
Can I confirm with the Rangers that we've never like no bodies have been found at all? Like everyone who went missing is still missing.
Correct.
All right, let's fucking go upriver.
Okay.
Actually, wait. Should we go look in their house first and just see if there's anything that might tell us, give us a
Yeah,
clue?
I think that's
we-
worthwhile.
Can we investigate the house?
Yeah, it's been picked over quite a bit at this point. The family's taking everything out. They're actually putting stuff on the family barge, like furniture and stuff.
And nothing was missing.
Nothing was missing.
Like they didn't take
according to
extra.
John.
They didn't take extra clothes.
All the clothes are still there. All the food is still there.
And is John up or downstream from them?
John is just downstream. I should say downriver. To be clear.
Okay. Is there any liquor in the house?
No. There is butter though.
Oh, I grab a
Gotta
little.
ask. Always gotta ask.
I grab a little butter.
All right. After you ride for a couple of hours, you are, by the way, on the north side of the river. You were originally on the south side of the river. You crossed a bridge with the Rangers because they said it was quicker to go up the north side of the river. So you're on the north side of the river.
After the Miller's farm.
No, you crossed way down by the town.
Okay.
If you look, you can see there's a bend, and going around that bend basically slows you down. Anywho, you get to the next farm. As you approach the next farm, everyone make me a perception check.
Six.
13.
I was gonna wait to see what Dirk got.
Nat 2029.
14.
What is with the nat 20s in you guys tonight? All right,
We don't need them, so we're getting them.
Dirk. As you come into sight of the farm that is in question here, it's actually not the one closest to the river on this particular feeder stream. It's the one farthest away from the river. As you get sort of like crest the little rise and see the farmhouse and the outbuildings, you know right away that there is something in the house. There are creatures in this house of some sort, and that there is blood on the ground around in the yard around this house, and you're pretty sure it was done by animals, probably wolves.
I turn to everybody and go, this is fucked up. There are wolves and they're killing people and they're right down there.
Did you see them, or are the wolves still
So
here?
there are creatures in that house right there. Do you see that blood over there? And I can pretty much tell that was done by wolves, and I think those wolves are in that house.
Let's get in there and see if there's anybody that needs saving or help.
Should we establish a perimeter?
Nope.
I
I,
think-
just run and kick the door in with my axe out.
Yeah, I think this is all penetration, no establishing perimeters.
Not good enough reason to use the word penetration, but I
Agreed.
tend to agree with him.
As you get closer, a howl picks up. You don't have to kick the door down. The door's open. But before you even get close, like as you approach the fence, you see there are several sets of eyes inside, all wolves. Also, there is a lot of blood around the front yard. And some sheep skins. In fact, there's wool and bones. Someone's been eating sheep here. There's been a lot of dead sheep here.
Is it to the point that it's like there's too many things that have been eaten for it to make sense?
I don't know exactly what that means. There's been
No,
Like-
but I grit my teeth and grab my axe tighter and go, my aunt was a sheep, and I fucking run right in there.
I guess I mean that like there were either way more wolves than you would expect, or it's like they like stopped and like binge ate like everything. But I probably wouldn't know. I'm just a guy.
Yeah, I don't know.
I know, kind of a weird question, but you know, the way that you made it seem almost like it was exceedingly odd that there were so many sheep eaten.
Kyle, how long does your speak with animals last?
10 minutes.
Okay. All right. Okay, so you're gonna fight the wolves? They're inside. There are, it looks like 7 wolves, including 3 cubs, 3 puppies, 3 pups. They have definitely made the inside of this house their den.
Do we see any people?
No.
Dirk, do you have a spell charge you could use to talk to these wolves? Ezra asks this in character.
I used it. So I think I only get that one.
Oh, it's not like a normal spell.
What? Yeah, because I hit the button and now it's gray. I would do it again, but the button's gray.
You better all go to sleep.
Do you know like how do you have that spell?
Of course, D&D Beyond is refusing to bring up Dirk's character sheet for me right now.
I got it. I got it.
It might be a one-time.
Did you get that through your telepathy feat?
What?
Oh, it's a legacy feat.
Primal awareness. Once per long rest, you're right. You do have
But
beast sense.
I have beast sense. I also have animal handling, I believe. So like I'm still really good and still really capable of comprehending body language.
I'm still
And
really good.
I'm still really good. Just because I can't talk to him doesn't mean we can't use sign language.
Who taught them sign language? That seems dangerous.
Well, they're gonna try to fight Zerwin now
No, never mind.
because you burst in with an axe.
Okay.
Two of them leap at you.
Or are we not doing initiative?
Yeah, no, you are. I'm just telling you what's happening.
Yeah.
And it looks like one of them moves to block the door, and then it looks like all the rest of them are going to try to get the puppies out the back.
Oh, it feels weird. They're protecting the puppies, Zerwin.
Yeah, something's weird.
Are they growling their teeth at me?
Yeah.
I growl back.
Great. Roll initiative.
Yeah, I think we should all roll initiative and then we'll try to solve this in initiative order. 13.
15.
9.
Dirk, you want to roll initiative too?
Oh, that was 4.
Okay. So they got a 7, so Ezra, Zerwin, Jana.
Zerwin
Wolves.
got higher than me.
Sorry, Zerwin, Ezra, Jana, Wolves, Dirk.
Can I try to do just so there's 7 wolves. One's
4 plus
blocking the
3 cubs.
door. Yeah, one's blocking the door. One is being somewhat aggressive. And then the other ones are trying to get the cubs out the back.
Yes.
Can I just try to do like an intimidation check on them? Try to scare the wolves out the back door?
I guess. Does intimidation work on animals?
I don't know.
I don't know either. Let's find out.
Hey, while he's fighting, can I take a long rest?
It's
I
worth a
rolled a dirty 20 on intimidation. I just kind of like raise my axe above my head and kind of barbaric yelp at the one in the door.
Yeah, okay.
Do they flee?
What'd you roll?
A dirty 20.
Yeah, they all back off. But they are not going to let you pass. They sort of like start backing away from you. Still growling. They were definitely going to attack, but now they're like, you know what? That guy's fucking nuts.
That's fine. I'm barking right back at him.
And they're slowly backing away.
Are they backing towards like they're leaving the back door of the house, or are they just
Yes.
backing into the house?
Well, you mean you don't know the layout of the house, but you assume there's another door somewhere.
All right. I guess that's the end of my turn. That's all I'm trying to do is to get them out of the house. I want to look around the house.
Ezra?
Fireball the whole fucking house.
The way that they're acting makes me think that they might be a little bit more highly intelligent than most wolves. I'm gonna cast Detect Magic to see if there's anything magical about the wolves.
There is a magic residue in this house, but there is nothing specifically magical about the wolves.
Can I discern the school of magic on the residue?
Slytherin.
I'm
That
gonna
was a good joke,
say
Kyle. No one laughed, but that was a good joke.
I'm gonna say it's closest to transmutation.
Interesting. Ooh, interesting. Okay. Are we out of combat at this point?
Technically no, but it looks like the wolves aren't gonna attack. They're gonna flee.
Do we know anything about how big the family was that lived here?
You don't.
Guys, there's a residual transmutation magic or something like transmutation magic. The wolves themselves aren't magical, but it's we haven't seen any dead people or dead people parts, right?
And we didn't look,
Correct.
so
It's true. Both those things are correct.
Yeah, I think it's possible that these are not just wolves. It could be the family. It could be something else. I think we need to do some investigating to see if the family is dead or not.
You know how this group loves investigating.
Yeah, and we're good at it.
So good
I'll
at
roll the
it.
check if you want me to.
All right, Jana, you gonna do anything for your combat round?
Fire arrow. Do it.
she's gonna
Do
pet
it.
Zerwood's mane.
Aubergine.
Good boy.
Aubergine.
Good boy.
I think instead of going into the house, I'm gonna check outside a little bit and just make sure that, there's nothing outside that's heading towards us, but
Okay.
yeah, hold action for now, I guess.
Hold
Hold
action.
action around.
Dirk?
I'm just gonna try something. I'm gonna do telepathy to both of the wolves, and I'm gonna say, if you were not always a wolf, or if you weren't always a wolf, howl right now.
I love this so much. I really wish that this would work for you, Dirk. I really wish that
Why
they were
wouldn't it work?
just nothing happens.
Guys, that might be wolves.
I'm confused because they look like fucking wolves to me. And I'm just like, yeah, no shit.
Like not wolves.
What?
Yeah, I know.
Nope. I don't know what that means.
Is there from where we are in the entrance of the house, does it look like there's a bedroom? Like an obvious bedroom nearby?
All right. No, you walked into
We're-
the front door. You don't see
we're in-
bedrooms from the front door.
We're
Second
in
of all,
combat.
yeah. Second of all, the wolves are going to now take their turn. They're going to back out. Not all of them are going to be able to get out of the room at the same time, but they're backing through like an open doorway, which looks like a may lead into.
3-bedroom, 2-bath. This place is nice.
I'm just trying to move things along. Like, there's a lot of quiet.
Skip into the investigation part past
All
the
right.
combat part.
Okay, is anyone going to pursue them?
I mean, I'm going to run them out the back door and make sure they leave.
What? Just stop scaring them.
Okay. Once the pups are out, and they're sure the pups are safe, then they turn and sort of lope, placidly away.
I come strutting back in like I just defeated an entire wolf pack by myself.
Okay, the inside of this place looks like wolves have lived here for a week.
Can I do investigation to see if there's anything about the people who were here before that?
How many of them, if they're dead?
I would like to inspect the wolf poop.
Very good. There's no one in this house. It is, other than looks like the wolves went upstairs to like check around. But otherwise the place is relatively untouched. You're not sure how many people lived here. There are 6 beds. Yeah. That's about
Is
it.
there a crib?
Six
what?
beds.
Is there a crib?
No crib.
Is one of the beds big enough for 2 people?
Many of the beds are big enough for 2 people, depending on how many people you want to cram in there.
All right. Okay, let's ease off.
Is there anything in the wolf poop?
Um,
Or do I need to roll?
I don't know exactly what you're looking for, but it's definitely wolf shit.
I don't see any like human hair in there.
That's not. No, you don't.
No phalanges.
You want to say that again?
Phalanges, like finger bones.
Sheep fingers.
Do you think wolves just swallow things whole?
Some
Yeah.
things.
I don't know.
And they don't like eat. They don't cut their food up with a fork and knife. They don't have thumbs. Or did these wolves have thumbs? I feel like you would have pointed that out.
There's
Do
so
they
many
have
good
phalanges themselves?
I'm gonna look around to see, did any of these family members keep a journal, diary, family tree?
If I just Google "do wolves eat bones," the first thing that comes up about 100 videos of wolves literally crunching bones down, bit by
Yeah.
bit.
So they'd have to come out the other end.
Okay. No. You may get tiny little bone shards. You'd have no idea what kind of bone they came from.
I didn't expect that you would be this upset about my offhand comment where I got to say the very funny word phalanges. All right? Listen, I apologize to you.
Thank you.
I apologize to the
Thank you.
stream.
And to the wolves.
I apologize to the wolves. I
Thank you.
apologize to my colleagues.
Yeah. I need a specific
Not to Dirk,
one.
though. You can
I'm
skip
sorry.
Dirk.
This was my fault. All right?
Yeah.
I made this happen.
The offhand
You-
comment about phalanges is a pretty good pun.
You
I gotta be
this
honest with you.
whole
Zerwin
thing.
feels-
I didn't catch that.
That was pretty good.
Thanks. I know what I'm doing.
I whiffed on that one. Sorry.
All right. I had asked if maybe if a family member might have kept a journal or a diary, if there might be any document, any paper anywhere with words on it. I'm a compulsive reader.
Yeah, sure.
Is there any phalangimentation?
There is some phalangimentation. It's sort of spread haphazardly around the house. No, there is a couple of books in the master bedroom, perhaps. You don't know. The biggest bedroom, let's say. And they are ledgers, basically, for what they produced and how much it got them, and like what the fields are producing, and most importantly, and this is the big one, how much wool is worth and how much it's expected to be worth.
Okay.
And
And it
then
doesn't look
there's-
like. You go ahead.
And there's other stuff like the names of sheep and stuff like that. This is a big sheep farm. Now it's a wolf den.
Can I do an investigation to see if, like, there are parts of people?
Yeah,
Or if-
absolutely.
Or tracks of people walking away?
Sure. Sure.
Why, thank you. 12.
Nope.
I'm gonna give Janet the help action by also doing that.
Mm-hmm.
So Janet gets to roll again, right?
Can I roll again?
You roll with advantage, yep.
I'm still intently looking at the wolf poop.
Dirty
Yeah.
20.
I'm still not seeing anything.
Nope.
Okay.
Well, I
And
can't see anything but. Oh, sorry.
no, Jenna, nope.
You mentioned the residue of transmutation magic. Could I do an arcana check to try to come up with some ideas about what that might be?
This particular okay, so here's the thing that's been happening to you a lot, Ezra. I'm not sure if you've noticed this pattern or not. There is a whole fuck ton of new types of magic that are being developed. Anytime you run into anything that has anything to do with a certain bad guy,
Okay.
the one who creates new magic.
So I mean, you said that this was not transmutation magic, but it felt somewhat close to it.
Correct.
Yeah, and no footprints, right? We said that there were no footprints leading away, or tracks, or
They have just been, if there had been footprints or tracks, they might have been kind of muddied and covered by the, hundreds of paw prints that have since gone through.
yeah, that would make sense. It has been at least a week.
Hundreds of paw prints is not a terrible name for a band either.
In the ledgers, did it say when they had last gone to market to sell?
Yes, because they're selling wool mostly and not just crops, they actually shear in the spring, which means they've already shipped their yearly stuff out. So the last time they went was spring.
So then there's a keg in the house somewhere.
Not that you've seen. You haven't been in the basement yet.
I'm going to the basement.
There is some wine down here.
Okay. I fill up my skins. I'm gonna reload these skins. Hold on, I gotta
Like the one you walk around in?
update my inventory. No, I bought those like 5 wineskins. I don't throw those things away. So now I have. Oh wait, I've got 2 wineskins with brown.
So, Erwin, is there anything else down there? Anything interesting?
Can I do a perception check? See if there's anything interesting, William? Did you give me the nod? I didn't
did.
have.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
Only a 13.
No. Yeah, there's a lot of, canned foods. Some, looks like there's a ice box down here.
An ice box?
Mm-hmm.
Can I open it?
Yeah.
What's in there?
Food.
Probably a lot of mutton.
Yes, that is correct. Dried sheep parts.
Haggis.
No haggis, but there might be haggis somewhere.
Nice MLT when the mutton's nice and tender and the tomatoes are sliced.
All right, guys. So there's a weird kind of magic in the air here, sort of like transmutation, but it's not exactly. Which makes me think maybe it's this. Have you guys heard of Armoros?
Wait, what?
I look at you funny.
Armoros. Does that sound familiar?
Got like a body spray?
Starting to get an idea that maybe there's the stench of Armoros all up in here.
Last time I saw Amoros, he was trapped under a giant stone. I think Owen took his pinky.
I haven't heard that name in thousands of years.
Owen, can you tell if there's good or evil here? Or is my necklace glowing? Or is there good or evil?
Necklace is not glowing. And Owen cannot detect
Infernals, fiends, fae, because it detects fae, I think, too.
It does.
And no undead. All right, should we keep heading upstream? Hey guys, for once, we didn't kill something that we didn't need to.
I was gonna say something about that. That was really impressive. I am impressed by your restraint.
Yeah, we didn't murder Hobo.
A bunch of dog lovers in a room.
I mean, what are we even doing here, guys?
We took We took the thing that Dungeons and Dragons is designed around, and we ignored it.
Honestly, I'm proud of us.
I
For
am.
like 10 minutes.
Yeah, that's fair. Upstream,
Um,
there is another farm.
Can we be honest? If Owen was here, we definitely would have killed those wolves, and he'd have been like, "Nah, it's okay. I'm a paladin. Like,
That's
there's
yeah,
no way."
that's probably true.
All
I'm a
right.
paladin.
yeah, I think we keep going upstream. Until we can find some more stuff.
Okay, you have to go back downstream, but you can go upriver to the next.
Right.
Okay, so the next upstream abandoned farm you come to, now you're getting in towards evening. This one you heard was abandoned from the rumor mill of the people that you'd spoken to before. And but there's lights on inside. There's definitely people
Halogen?
inside.
Zerwin, cool it.
I mean, I've got my axe out. If we were told this farm is abandoned and there's people here,
It has sort of seemed like people are pretty quick to move in on abandoned farms, though. People thought that we were going to do that with the Millers.
Yeah.
So it's probably just the next farm family, especially given that it's harvest time. If this farm was like ready to be harvested, another group of people are just going to come up and do that work.
Let's send
Okay.
Tanner.
no, I put my axe away and just walk in.
I was going to knock on the door.
Oh.
You're not a barbarian.
The door's
You don't
locked.
need to be either, at least not all of the time. Oh, you mean your class? Okay.
So don't be who you are. I hear you. Oh, that's cool.
The door's locked, but you can knock if you'd like.
I gently rap on the door with my knuckles.
And I say they're not going to hear that, and I bang on the door real hard.
Thank you, Zerwin.
Hello? Who's there?
Hi there. We are a group of adventurers that have been tasked with investigating the disappearances of the farm families in this area. We were under the impression that this farm had been abandoned. We're just passing through, doing our investigation on behalf of the name I keep forgetting.
Claudii.
Yeah, that's the one. Claudius, Claudii.
CC.
Oh, someone.
I'm creating a mental connection, so I'm more likely to remember.
That was a good one. That was a really good one, Ezra. Okay. You hear whisperings. Dogs, get this person. Just let him talk to me. We gotta talk to him. And it's like they got kind of like, and then the door opens a crack, and you see a fairly good-looking man in his mid-20s, maybe.
Hey, you're handsome.
He's got brown hair and looks like he's trying to grow a beard for the first time.
Been there.
Yeah. Yes. We've moved in.
Great. I'm
Ooh.
glad that the farm will be made use of.
Who's we?
My name is Aiden. He opens the door.
It's a good
And
name. It's a strong name.
This is
How do you
Leanne.
spell that?
Eiden. And this is Leanne. And you see a short redhead with an angry expression.
That's Leanne, or
That's
Aiden.
Leanne. That's Leanne.
What's Aiden look like?
I described him
He's
already.
handsome.
Mid-20s, fairly good looking.
Growing his first beard.
Yep.
Like dark hair, light hair?
Brown hair. And there's Popo is out back, and Frebby's around somewhere.
You guys all one family?
Yeah, you could say that. You can
Do
see
you-
that Leanne is like chewing her lip. She She's less friendly than Aiden.
Leanne, we do appreciate your hospitality. We'll
I didn't
be
offer you any
on our way.
hospitality.
I was trying to be generous. We'll be on our way shortly. Uh, do you know how long this family had disappeared?
You
How
can't make
long
us
ago this family
leave.
disappeared? We're
We're in our right. Within our rights to be here.
Yeah, no, I meant
Aiden's
what I
like
said when I said I'm glad that the goods of this farm will be made use of.
I'm sorry, Leanne.
To be clear, could make you leave.
Fuck, you could. And Aiden's like, Leanne, Jesus, please come in. He's like, we don't have much yet. We just moved in, but what we do have, we'd be willing to share. And Leanne kind
So,
of just like stomps off into the other room.
yeah, as I said, we'll be on our way shortly. Uh, I wanted to ask, do you know how long ago the last family disappeared?
Yeah, it's been 3 days.
Okay. We were just at a house downriver, and there was a strange kind of magical residue in that household. Do you mind if I cast a spell to see if there's the same kind of magic here?
Will it hurt?
No.
Go ahead.
Ezra casts Detect Magic again.
Same thing, only a little stronger.
Said, Aiden, you want to wrestle?
No, you look terrifying.
Hey, where'd you guys come from?
I'm all over the place.
So you guys weren't together until you got here?
Leanne and I have been traveling together for a while. We met Popo just before we came here, and Frebby just sort of turned up. You
Go
look
on.
at you look at him, and all of you can do a perception check.
20. Dirty.
16. 16.
23.
Okay, this guy is not a farmer. He doesn't have the right calluses. He's not wearing the right clothes. His boots are worn thin. His clothes are patched. This guy's has probably been on the road for a long time.
Jana, is your necklace glowing?
It is not. Owen
I
does not detect any evil beings.
Aiden, there are serious things going on here, and the families in these farmhouses up here in the mountains are at pretty great risk at the moment. It seems to me, because I do detect the same kind of magic in this house, that a spell gets cast that forces the family to walk to the river and swim upstream, upriver. We don't know where to or why, but it's
That's
probably not good.
that's what happened. I mean, I don't know about the spell part, but they walked to the river and swam upstream. I've never seen
You
anything
saw
like
that?
it. I saw it.
What?
You were here.
How did you see it?
I was camping on the river with Leanne. We were just camping.
Did they appear normal? Did they
Can
look
I
like they were in a daze?
try to intimidate him to tell us really what's going on?
You can try and intimidate him.
What? He's talking to us already. He's volunteering information.
He's hiding something.
Yes.
I only rolled a 6, so I kind of meow at him instead of growl.
Zuri
All right,
farts
meow.
a nervous fart.
No, I say all right, meow. Try to get some answers out of him. It doesn't work.
Did they seem like they were in a trance? I don't know. Maybe.
What? When did it happen? Daytime, nighttime?
Actually, in the early morning. I was just awake. Just after
And
dawn.
it was just the family by themselves
Yeah.
3 days ago.
They swam with the baby upriver.
Was the baby swimming?
No, they brought the baby with them. It was the weirdest thing I've ever fucking seen. They were
Hey,
wearing normal clothes and shoes.
so how long have you been traveling around?
Most of my life.
Most of your life? Where you from?
Nowhere.
That's the wrong answer. Where are you from?
I'm from nowhere.
Where's nowhere?
Merlin.
I've never heard of nowhere.
That's because you've never been there.
Yeah, how do I get there?
Let me ask you a question. Where are you from?
Oh, that's a good question.
The Radiant Citadel.
How do you know that's where you're from?
It's just like a.
Oh, so you don't know where you're from? Is that what you're saying to me?
Where are
Yeah,
you
do you
from?
not have a memory?
Me? I don't know. I have a backstory. It's pretty complicated.
You're all from places because you all have families and houses. That's why you're from a place. You all have
No.
people that give a shit about you someplace. You're from a
Uh,
place because you were born in a place and raised in a place and lived in a place.
okay, then where did you start your travels, dickhead?
Guys,
My first memories are being traveled, are riding on the back of wagons, are hitching rides on boats, are stealing fruit from vendors. My first memories are running from town to town.
So can I ask you? You guys are gonna set up a farm here?
Dickhead.
Yeah, that's right. We can go.
Dickhead Farm.
Is your
Okay.
plan to set up to start farming?
Yes.
Okay.
So to try to finish the statement that I started making what feels like at least 5 minutes ago, there's good money to be had harvesting these fields, but this is an incredibly dangerous place for you and your folk right now.
It can't
My
be any more dangerous than the places I've been.
what I would encourage you to do is to try to harvest those fields quickly, and then all of you go downriver, sell it, make that money, and and not come back here. At least not right away, because
I was
it's
gonna do all of those things, except we are absolutely coming back here. I've never had a house before,
But
and this
why do
one's
you
free.
why do you think you won't be walking into the river?
Why would I walk into the river?
Why would they walk into the river?
I don't know, but I'm not them.
all
Okay.
right.
We'll see you upriver.
Okay.
Okay. Listen, take care of yourself. Good luck with the harvest, and we'll see you on the other side. Okay, let's go all the way to the top of the river.
Well, if they only left 3 days ago, we're getting closer, right? Like,
Yeah, but the Millers were farther downriver, right? And that was a week and a half to 2 weeks ago.
It doesn't seem to be following a pattern. This is actually probably a good place to end it, but you're correct. It doesn't seem to be proportional upriver, meaning more recent, right? It seems to be either random or a pattern that you haven't figured out yet. All right.
Yeah.
But you did actually kind of put a lot of the pieces together, more than I thought you would on that first go around. Good work.
You don't expect very much of us, do you?
Were you here last session, Ezra?
Barely.
Yeah. So do you guys want to give each other danger awesome points? I'm gonna record who was here today for the crowd points.
I'm going to give mine to Dirk for giving that squirrel a little bit of cheese.
He's never
Or
gonna
was it-
forget that.
Yeah,
That's
that
good.
was
The cheese was a really good touch.
an awesome move. Wasn't that dangerous, but it was awesome.
I'm gonna give mine to Zerwin for messing up those poor werewolves.
They're gonna kill that poor woman.
You want a toe? I'll get you a fucking toe by 2 o'clock.
What color nail polish you want?
I'm gonna give mine to Jana for helping out with the notes.
I'm gonna give mine to Ezra for doing the talking and a lot of
Alright.
the thinking.
Community dab. Next week we should just all give it to ourselves.
I think Dirk gets one from the GM tonight for his excellent finding a squirrel, talking to the squirrel. Although maybe he wished he'd saved it for the wolves? Question mark. Who knows? But if you were to talk to the cows, you really wouldn't have got much. So
Yeah, I can't have regrets.
that was a good call.
Just-
No, picking an animal near the river was the way to go.
All right, I'm gonna stop the stream. Night, y'all.
Also,